welcome to the Shadow Buzz Podcast. This is an interesting episode because what was scheduled could not happen. I was going to have my friend Quentin, or formerly known as Rampage Rays, Ryzen, whatever the hell he was, on the show again for a part 2, but we had to reschedule it for the next episode, hopefully. We had to reschedule it for the next episode. He was too busy to be able to do it, which is understandable. But I did not let you guys down. I have a new guest. His name is Preston, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty interesting, and he's got some cool stuff to talk about. So do I. But without further ado, let's get started with first talking about how the podcast has been doing. Well, I haven't been getting too many views on this, but I'm not going to give up. I'm still going to keep sharing the videos. I'm going to keep persuading everyone to watch it. So, if you could, I would highly appreciate it if all y'all, no, I'm not Southern, I just wanted to say y'all, if all of you could please share the video or tell your friends or something, and hey, any of you that want to be on the show, want to be a guest, feel free to contact me. I'm sure you can figure out a way to do that. I'm not famous yet. Anyway, so I'm not giving up on this. I love to do it. It's fun. And everyone I've talked to has said that they've enjoyed it, which I've gotten a lot of people to watch it that I know, at least. But anyway, about this episode, keep in mind that it was recorded months ago. I think I can't perfectly understand how long ago it was. I can't figure it out, but it was I think it was right after WrestleMania. So we're going to talk a lot about the streak, a lot about what happened there. So it's a bit outdated, but I wanted to upload it anyway because it was still a good episode. Also, it is the first ever call I've had on here. It wasn't a guest where I sat down with like the other two, which is going to be more common. I'm not going to do phone call all the time, but if someone wants to be in the show that lives farther away, then I'll definitely then I'll definitely call them for it, because it's better than nothing. And about that, I have plenty of guests lined up. Sorry I haven't done the show in a while. It's been a few months. I've been really busy too, but I'm not going to give up on it. Like I've said that like 3 times already, but I'm not going to give up. I think this is an awesome way to express myself and what I feel about the wrestling business, about some other things, and I just like I said, I just think it's fun. Now on a different subject, I have the debut of one of the annual guests. Well, annual, he'll be appearing every now and then. You guys are going to love him. He is from Ethiopia, and his name is Franklin, I believe. I've talked to him briefly, but he was really interested in the show, so I'll have him on a little bit. As of right now, there are only 3 matches announced for the Battleground pay-per-view, which is the next upcoming pay-per-view. And me and him are going to talk about what we think is going to happen in these 3 matches. So I'm going to explain the 3 matches right now. The one I'm most excited for is Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. And I am a huge fan of Chris Jericho, and I can't say it enough. And like I said, he is one reason. He's like the biggest reason I wanted to do this podcast, because I'm like a huge listener of his podcast. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. I think that Bray Wyatt is going to win. Well, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that once we get talking with Franklin. The other match is the Fatal 4-Way for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It is the champion, John Cena, against Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and Kane. The third match is a Battle Royal to decide the Intercontinental Champion, which on this it says, out of all these contenders, it's Khali, unfortunately, Kofi Kingston, Sheamus, Bo Dallas, Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler, which we all want to win. Ryback, Curtis Axel, Big E, Fandango, Alberto Del Rio, Damian Sandow, and Mr. Extreme, Rob Van Dam. So, without any longer of talking, here is Franklin. Hey Franklin, how you doing, man? My name is not Franklin. My name is Adu. Adu. Wait, so you've been telling me that your name really isn't Franklin, and it's Adu? Yes, it is Adu. And I will not stop talking until you introduce me with my real name. Okay. Without further ado, here is Adu. Greetings, Adu. Hello, Brandon. Oh, I just killed a fly buzzing around my head. Man, when are we going to have some food? Okay, anyway, about this pay-per-view. The first match we're going to talk about is the Intercontinental title Battle Royal with all of those superstars I announced, which is Ziggler, Cesaro, Bo Dallas, Sheamus, Kofi, Khali, Big E, Curtis Axel, Ryback, Fandango, Alberto Del Rio, Damian Sandow, and RVD. So, in your opinion, what do you think is going to happen, and who do you think is going to win? Well, I think that with all those people, I think the Sheamus, the United States champion, is going to win and unify both those titles, which I don't really know if it'd be best for business. Well, that's kind of a good theory. I honestly didn't think about that. I think one thing is that I noticed is Curtis Axel and Rybaxel is in this match, and I believe that those two are probably going to end up breaking up somehow. I think that I didn't even think about it, really. I think that this whole Sheamus thing, winning it, I've heard talk about them merging the titles, and, well, I think it's a pretty big possibility. What I want to win is Dolph Ziggler, but in all reality, it's going to be either Cesaro or Alberto Del Rio, or maybe even Bo Dallas, because it seems like he's getting a push, or at least an upcoming push anyway. Yes, good theory. Okay. Let's talk about Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. Now, I'm a huge fan of both of these guys, Chris Jericho more than Bray, but Bray is very entertaining on the mic. He's a good. Oh, no, I'll stop you right there. Chris Jericho is the best, and no one can beat him, ever. Well, he's been beaten before, dude. Well, you don't. I just swallowed a fly. I think I just swallowed a fly. Hold on, give me a minute. Okay, I don't think I'm ever going to have you on the show again. Anyway, we were talking about Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho, and you obviously think Jericho is going to win, which I would love to see Jericho win. I think it would be awesome, but I don't see it happening. I see Bray Wyatt getting a huge push, and since Cena and Daniel Bryan, well, Daniel Bryan might have beaten him, I don't remember, but since Cena lost to him once, I don't know if they're going to let Jericho beat him or not. So it's kind of a 50-50. I'm leaning more towards Bray Wyatt on this one, though, although I would like to see Jericho win again. Let's talk about the Fatal 4-Way match. Who do you think is going to win? Randy, Cena, Reigns, or Kane? I think that the big red monster Kane is going to be victorious in this match, because I think he has one more title run in him. I think he's going to be a successful champion, and it would just be so awesome to see him as the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, because he is just such a badass, and we all love him for it. So, Brandon, who do you think is going to win? Well, you have a good point with Kane. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that WWE's made it pretty obvious though that Cena is going to win. I don't think Reigns is going to win. I don't think Orton's going to win. Orton had the titles for long enough, even though I'm a huge fan of him. And frankly, Kane has never gotten what he deserved in WWE. They've underused him lately, and unfortunately, I think they're going to continue to do that. So I think that John Cena is going to come victorious again, and as much as people are going to bitch and complain about it, I think that WWE really knows what's best for business. Because, like it or not, John Cena can wrestle well. He can have pretty much a good match with anybody. He's got good mic skills, and that's pretty much all you really need. Besides a good gimmick, of course, and his gimmick is decent. And no, it's not a Superman gimmick. I couldn't agree more now. I still want Kane to win. Well, Adu, it's been nice talking to you, man. I would shake your hand, but I have no idea where that's been, and I don't want to know. So thank you again for being on the show. And hopefully, you might possibly, if I think about it, be on the show again. Thanks. Welcome to the newest edition of the Shadow Buzz podcast. Now today I've got a very awesome guest, and well, not like the others haven't been awesome, but this one's a little different. This is the first live call I'm going to be having, and this, like I said, if you guys want to be a guest, you let me know. And this person asked me if he wanted to be a guest, and I'm gladly letting him be a guest. Just like any other episode, but it'll be on the phone, and it's still going to be as awesome. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're going to have to talk about the huge thing with the Ultimate Warrior that happened. Very sad and depressing, but we're going to celebrate what he did for the WWE. We're also probably going to talk about graffiti, tattoos, all that stuff. So, all right. On the line, I have Kurt Alex, my newest guest. Kurt, how are you doing?
Pretty good. You?
I'm doing pretty good too. We got a lot to talk about. So, what do you think about what's been going on in WWE so far?
Terrible, actually.
Terrible?
Yeah.
How so?
It's not what it used to be.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to more regression and everything. I mean, I've been watching this stuff since I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years old. And it's not what it used to be. Right now it's crap, but in TNA it's getting a lot better ever since, I believe, ever since MVP took over the company, which the storyline fits, but I mean, he technically did never take over. It's just that's what they say he did. Ever since he came on top, it's been actually better than WWE. And yesterday on Impact Wrestling, Dixie Carter made a so-called like what's one of those things like where you say. She made a reference to Daniel Bryan. She said, I made this beard popular before anybody else did, and she grabbed Eric Young's beard when he was champion.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Alright, so what were you saying about the whole thing with the beard and with Dixie Carter?
I was talking about the fact that she made a reference to Daniel Bryan about Eric Young, because Eric Young has a beard just like Daniel Bryan. She said, I made this popular before anyone, and she did like a dramatic pause for anyone, meaning for Daniel Bryan. Everybody bringing it, and the crowd was going, yes, yes, yes. And she said, I made the beard popular. And when she said beard, she did a pause. And if you remember, Dan O'Brien's t-shirt said, I believe it was fear the beard and believe in the beard. Or no.
I think it's respect the beard.
Yeah, respect the beard.
Yeah, I think I've missed TNA for a couple weeks, and I heard it's actually been really good.
To be honest, it's actually getting better than WWE right now. I like Evolution, but I don't. Just because of the fact that it's not like how it used to. Or it used to be. It's not like when they had Bill Goldberg in the storyline with Evolution in the second Elimination Chamber that ever happened. It's not like any of that anymore. So the storylines are crap. I like the Shield. I like how my favorite superstar Brock Lesnar won. But it's kind of weird because they said that, according to my sources, that I knew that Brock Lesnar was going to win 2 years ago because these sources that I go to are always legit. And they said that Shane McMahon is going to be coming back. And so is RVD, which is ironic the day after, and then it said RVD was there. And he made his debut back. So before I don't know, this stuff is legit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm glad that I for one, the only reason I'm really big on Evolution is because when I was a little kid, when I watched it, they were my favorite group. I mean, they were three of my favorite guys. I really liked Triple H. Triple H is one of my all-time favorites, and like you said, I think Goldberg made the story a little better. But anyway, I'm right now. Randy Orton is probably one of my favorites for sure. I've always liked Randy Orton, and Batista I'm a fan of too. I mean, I'm glad that all three of them are back together. It'd be cool if Ric Flair was back, but I mean, it is what it is. And about Goldberg, what do you think about Goldberg? Do you think he's ever going to come back? And what's your personal feelings about him?
I miss him a lot. He was one of the best people around. He lets people know how it is, and I personally believe he won't be back. But if he ever does, that will be the biggest upset. And not winning the streak or beating the streak.
I mean, he's honestly he's teased a return for about 10 years and he hasn't been back yet. He's always talking on Twitter. I mean, I remember this one tweet somebody said, somebody asked him, will we ever see a spear again? And he said yes or for sure or something like that. And that was a while ago, but I mean, he's been teasing the return and he's not back yet. I'm not promising anything, but the way I look at it is I think that everyone is going to come back eventually. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jeff Hardy will be back eventually. In 2000, huh?
He signed a 2-year contract 3.5 months ago.
To what?
For WWE. And according to these sources, Sting will be facing Undertaker at WrestleMania 31.
Well, the streak is gone. I think that's completely out of... What?
No, that's what I understand. But these places I go to, this information is always right. So,
honestly, I'm not really too high on that match, Sting versus Undertaker. I mean, I got a lot of respect for both of them. No, don't get me wrong, but they're really getting old, and it's gonna be a slow match. You know what I mean?
Undertaker really disappointed me this year. I didn't watch WrestleMania, but I seen the pictures and I heard everybody's story, and everybody was like, it was going super slow. It was a bad match.
He was. I was. Even if Taker would have won, I would have thought that it was still going to be his last match because just the way he was moving. And last year at WrestleMania, Punk made him look a lot better than he actually was. And I mean, what?
I mean, because Brock Lesnar.
Well, I mean, Brock Lesnar can always put on a good match. Yeah, so Brock Lesnar, yeah, I mean, I think he can always put on a good match, but I mean, he's not coming back till SummerSlam. But I mean, a lot of people hate him for what he did. I think I give him props. I mean, he did the unthinkable.
So the 3 Undertaker, or four people actually. The referee, Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, and Vince McMahon. Those are the only people who actually knew.
That's four
Paul
people,
Heyman
but
did
okay.
not know until that second. Same thing for the ring commentators. First time in history, they did not know.
Even Paul Heyman didn't know either.
So that reaction was legit.
I actually think Triple H knew too, but Paul Heyman didn't know, and that reaction, the oh my god with his hands on his face, I think that was legit too.
It was.
I'm a huge Paul Heyman guy. I mean, I've always liked Paul Heyman. I'm sure you are too. You talked to me about it.
I'm the biggest Paul Heyman guy.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fuck Curtis Axel. I hate that guy.
Who?
Curtis Axel, a.k.a. Michael McGillicuddy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, to be honest, I don't dislike him, but I wish he would have stayed with Heyman because he actually had something good going for him. Now he's with Ryback and Rybacksel, and it's just...
Like, the tag team is crap. Full of crap.
What is?
The tag team in WWE compared to the tag team in TNA is doing everything. The only semi-good tag team, which is like, to me, which I love, is like the old school stuff, like high flying, actually doing some acrobatic stuff, is Roman Reigns, The Shield.
Yeah, the Shield is absolutely amazing.
The thing that pisses me off, though, is if you actually look at the repertoire and the moves that the Usos do, it pisses me off because usually when people steal other people's moves, it knows that they're coming back. Now, if you look at these moves, I forget what Uso it is, but they do the whisper in the wind.
Is that what Jeff Hardy does?
Yeah, like where you run on the side turnbuckle and you just like do the backflip at the 360.
I haven't noticed that. But then again, I haven't really been watching TNA. I actually think I'm going to start pretty soon.
No, they do that in the WWE now.
I know that, yeah. But what I'm saying is I didn't know that Willow did that, so I'm going to have to start watching now because it sounds like there's a lot I've been missing.
No, Brandon, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking the fact that the Usos in the WWE are copying Jeff Hardy, the real Jeff Hardy, not Willow.
Oh, yeah?
Like Jeff Hardy. Yeah.
Well, that kind of sucks. Well,
No.
yeah. I mean,
I don't get that.
I do like the Usos, though. I mean, they're a good tag team. But, I mean, yeah, in that case, that does kind of stink. I don't think that's right. I mean, that'd be kind of like someone in TNA taking the pedigree or the FU. I mean, it's two very important trademark moves,
I mean, what was it? Like the Bubba Cutter for Bubba Ray Dudley, aka Bully Ray. He does a reenactment version of the RKO. He calls it the Bubba Cutter.
Isn't the DDP's Diamond Cutter the same thing as the RKO as well?
I believe so.
Well, I mean, that's like a special... I don't know, that move is... It's kind of hard to explain, I mean, because it's... I think some people just do it better. I mean, when I was in ACW, I did the Crossroads, and that's Cody Rhodes' move. I mean, I was in a backyard wrestling company. I wasn't in a big company like TNA or WWE, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, I mean... Yeah, I don't think that move should be stolen like that, though. I don't know. So, I always knew that, like... Well, you said you got some new tattoos. What kind of, what's the next one you're gonna get? And can you tell us some stories about, like, the current ones you got?
I have a tribal with the cross, the tribal. I've always liked tribal since I was, like, a young kid, so I got one, and it's outlined in blue, and then I don't like how it's the blue outline, so I'm going to get it black. And I have a cross inside of it. And the cross symbolizes my faith, which is Christianity. So
Yeah.
and then I'm going to keep that black and blue on that part, but I'm going to change the outline of the tribal from black to blue. or some blue to black women. And I think if anybody loves something so much, they should get tattooed on their body. Because of the fact that, I mean, it's like what I said. If you like something a lot, like I like Monster, I'm addicted to Monster. I would get a Monster logo put on me, but
Yeah, I mean, Monster's pretty cool. I mean, it's a cool logo, so I'd say get it on you if you love it.
Yeah, I mean, like CM Punk, he loves Pepsi. He got the Pepsi logo on his arm.
That's actually pretty funny because I'm like addicted to Pepsi too, and I actually thought about getting one. I mean, what's the next tattoo you want to get?
It's called a Death Cross, and it's kind of like people would think it's like Satan worshiping, but it's actually not. It's like a Undertaker looking cross in a way, but you put a skull inside of it every time somebody dies in your family. So
I'm gonna have something. I'm gonna have something like that eventually. It's definitely gonna probably say, fallen family members or something in like a different language or Latin or something. Or it'll probably just say fallen family members in some fancy little font, but it'll have some kind of cross or something. I'll probably get that on my calf eventually. But I mean, I know a lot of people look down on tattoos, and I actually don't agree with that. I think that if, like you said, if you love something and you want to get it tattooed on your body, I don't think it's wrong, and I think it's actually pretty cool. And I actually dig some girls with tattoos, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like the fact that, like I might get a double-headed battle axe that, I mean, I work in a body shop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get this spray paint stuff, so I messed off and I did this, spray painting, on a car, or actually, it was actually on a Thunder, from a 2003 Honda, I think it was either a quarter, that it was one. And, so I masked off and I did everything. I have a picture of it. I'll send it to you, FYI, and put it in.
Yeah.
You'll give me a sec, boss. Hey, you'll give me a sec.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. So, I mean, the tattoos, I mean, I support them, and I'm going to tell you a little bit, and you listeners, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I'm probably going to, in a couple years, not until I'm fully built and whatnot, so I don't want them to stretch. I already know 2 tattoos I plan on getting.
Hey, let me stop you there. They won't stretch. I work out almost every day. Like, I work out at least 4 to 5 times a week. I run, I do a lot of cardio, I do a lot of, I go to the gym, and mine has not stretched that much. It's stretched, but not that much.
I don't want to risk it. So, back to what I was saying. What I want to get is a Mortal Kombat logo on my bicep. Hold on, stupid moment here. The bicep is on your upper arm, right?
No. Yeah.
Well, yeah, by my shoulder. Okay,
Yeah.
and so that's where I'm gonna get just a black Mortal Kombat logo because it's been a game I've loved since I was a little kid, and lately I've been really into the Misfits, and I've always loved their logo, their skull, Misfits Fiend. I want to get that in the inside of my arm. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll probably put a picture in the video so you guys know what that would be too. And as of right now, those are the only 2 I actually have planned, but I'm sure I'll have quite a bit more eventually as I go on with my wrestling career and such. So, now off this topic, Preston, what kind of music are you into?
Heavy screamo, rock. I mean, heavy screamo, rock. That's about everything. But I mean, my favorite stuff is heavy screamo, rock, thrash metal, death metal.
Nice. I'm into a lot of heavy stuff. I mean, not too heavy.
Bands like Whitechapel, Sworn, Oceano, Devil Wears Prada. I don't really care for them, but on occasion, I guess.
I actually don't know much at all about them. Can you tell me some stuff about them? Tell me some of their good songs and just backgrounds about them.
About
What? Just about any of those
the
bands, any of them.
Whitechapel.
Yeah,
Whitechapel's
sure.
one of my favorite bands. They just came to my hometown in Ohio. Actually yesterday. Actually yesterday they came here. I was thinking about getting tickets, and but they were like 150 just for like crap tickets. They're like 300 for really good tickets, but they're really really good bands. Look up Living with the Dead. God, there's so many good songs by them. Bleeding Violence. Sworn In Sworn In, all their music is really good. They suck live. They're not that good. But Ocean O, that's a really good band. And I'm not trying to be racist or mean or anything. I'm sorry if you viewers are black or anything, but this dude from Ocean O, the lead singer, he's black. I've never heard a black man go so hard into a song in my life.
You ever hear Kill Switch Engage?
Yeah, no, but I'm talking like he's screaming his lungs out. Kill
Really?
Switch Engage is just like five finger death punch. Just about.
I see you're on PS3 right now. So you're on VidZone in Whitechapel. This is Exile.
Yeah.
What is VidZone?
Whereas what?
This VidZone thing.
Oh, VidZone is a place where you can listen to free music.
Does it cost money?
No, it's free.
Do you get it on the PlayStation Store?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go check that out.
I just love Whitechapel, and people say that screamo and everything else is like the screaming drum might be like, that's terrible, but because my throat's really dry, I need something to drink, and then I can really go into it. But
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's kind of looked down upon in some cases.
people say it's just like it's bullshit, and it's really nothing good. It's just you're talking and you can't understand what you're saying. But to me, I can understand exactly what they're saying, just because I love that tone of music, and also if you actually listen to the lyrics, if you actually sit down and listen to the lyrics, half the song is these people we're talking about is about either A, being bullied, B, stopping bullying, and C, finally, the problems with the government and with their lives and trying to not make that re-happen with other people's lives. Same thing for rap, but it's harder, and to me, it's more skillful than anything.
Really?
It's because of the fact that you have to constantly make your voice so low, but then you also got to raise it high. Like, if you think about it, Disturbed lead singer, David.
Yeah, David.
He made his pitch go from the squealing sound of a dead animal to a high pitch to a low pitch, like in, say for example, their most famous song ever, Down with the Sickness.
Mm-hmm.
From the beginning to the end, we're like, oh,
I know the oh I can't even do it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
How David does it is it's amazing, and that's one of my bands that I personally look up to.
Yeah.
I look up to mainly Avenged Sevenfold, Breaking Benjamin, Disturbed, Sworn In, Metallica, AC/DC.
You ever hear Firefly by Breaking Benjamin? That's a good song.
So is I Will Not Bow.
I'll have to check that one out.
If that song would ever go hard, like a harder vocals, then I think that would actually be like a really good remix.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it for that one.
I mean, you mentioned Avenged Sevenfold. I'm a huge fan of them. I mean, I love just about all their songs. I'm gonna say my favorites first, and you tell me yours. I like Seize the Day, Critical Acclaim, Shepherd of Fire.
One of my favorites his critical acclaim, but one of my favorites is Hail to the King.
Good one.
I just lost it. Hold on. Let me check. Oh yeah, Afterlife.
That's a great one. Beast and the Harlot.
Oh yeah, Beast and the Harlot. Yep.
Yeah. Who'd be your favorite member of the band? I like them all.
To be honest, I'm more of a drummer. So I mean, the old drummer before he died.
The Rev.
I forget what his name was, but
Yeah, that's the
my
Rev. I liked him. He had a chilling voice. That's for damn sure.
No, I mean, yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty sad. But I mean, I like Sinister Gates, Johnny Christ. I think I keep forgetting their new drummer's name. Well, he's not really new anymore, but I keep forgetting his name.
I don't know.
And Matt Shadows and Zach Vengeance, they're all pretty cool. I mean, they all bring certain things to the band that makes it what it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely a great band. And to all you viewers, if you haven't heard of Avenged Sevenfold, you're really missing out. But I'm sure you've heard of them.
Right now.
What?
The music video for Beast and the Harlot is really, really good.
That music video is weird, dude.
I love it. This is awesome.
You ever see the music video for Backcountry?
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great band. So
I mean, not to make things different, but I'm kind of a big fan of Hinder. Looks for the Angel. I mean, I like that song. I mean, I like all songs, like all music, but like Bob Marley, some country singers, but yeah.
yeah. Hey everybody, my friend Kurt Alex had to go take a short break, so I'm going to talk about a little bit of stuff. Just a little bit of background stuff. I mean, like I said before in some of the other episodes, I want you guys to talk to me. I want you guys to tweet me and message me on Facebook. Give me feedback on the podcast since this is the third episode, so I've been doing it for a couple months. No, I don't think this is the third. I think this might be the fourth. Either way, I guess I'm losing track because I've been doing so much. I mean, I have a lot of fun with this podcast, and I want to keep doing it. Like I said, I want to hear from you. Yes, you. I am pointing to you. You don't think I'm pointing to you? Well, I can give you my word. I am pointing to you. I just want you guys to tweet me at BrandonHolmes35. Some ideas, if you want to be a guest, anything. So, guys, thank you for listening so far, and we still got some more coming up. Still on the line is Kurt Alex. Kurt, I know you're huge into art, so am I. I love drawing. I love anything art. And you said you're really big into graffiti. What do you think about graffiti?
Well, I can tell you the pay is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it on cars and not illegally tagging, but when I actually do it on cars, when I work in a body shop, and it pays good for pin striping, for airbrushing, for whatever. I mean, I've always done that, and yeah, I mean, I'm really good at drawing it out.
Sounds like you're really passionate about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought it was pretty cool. Like, the gang signs, not necessarily like and all that, like on trains and stuff. But I mean, sometimes just checking them out, some stuff looks pretty cool.
Don't call that stuff as vandalism, but I don't get it because they can put a stupid picture up in the museum of
You said people call it vandalism?
They put a pic. Huh?
You said vandalism? I didn't hear you very well.
Oh, yeah. They call it vandalism, but I think this picture up on Facebook, it was in a museum, and it's that this little white box with the spray paint call that art, but they had like a picture of a straight painting on the bottom.
Yep.
And it said this is vandalism, and the captain said, I don't get it.
Wait, you're talking about the picture it says art and it's only like 4 little lines and then it says a really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that picture and I agree. To the viewers, you've probably seen it too if you always log on Facebook, scroll and stuff. By the way, like my Facebook page, Cliff Shadow, for all updates and such. Anyway, so if you're on Facebook normally, you've probably seen this picture. It's it's this white looking canvas and it's got like 4 lines in it and it says they call this art, and then on the bottom it's this wall of a bunch of graffiti. Really good drawing. Like this takes talent to do this, or spray painting, not drawing. But yeah, and it says and they call this vandalism. I actually agree.
And to me, adding when you do spray painting on a vehicle is something totally different from on a train. When you do it on a train, you're not using your little typical airbrush and all that stuff. You're actually using a can, which sprays out. So to get it to a nice point, you can't mask off on a train when you do that because you got about. I tagged them before I became a Christian. I tagged some stuff on an old abandoned church and did some anarchy signs. I did some art, and you just didn't have time to mask off. You just had to go with it, and it's amazing on how precise and how accurate it actually is comparing to when you mask off and you actually paint with an airbrush, but you're actually using an aerosol can that you can buy at like Dollar General or Walmart, Myers, whatever.
Right. Yeah. You said you wanted to send me a picture of that one design you made. Do you have any pictures of your graffiti art and any of your work they might want to send so I can put in the video?
Sure.
All right. That'd be pretty cool. All right, everyone. I will put them at the end of this video, of his artwork, and so yeah. I mean, I think the graffiti. I think it's actually pretty cool, and I'm really good at drawing. I could probably be good at graffiti if I really wanted to. I've just never tried it, but maybe something I wouldn't mind doing.
I'm not trying to interrupt you right now, but guess what? The new topic on Facebook or on YouTube.
Huh.
WBE just put this on their it tagged BOGDANTISAU. It says Paul Heyman talks about CM Punk pipe bomb _raw 1 month ago.
What do you mean?
That's what's on YouTube. I'm watching the video right now. It has 191,000 viewers.
I think that was live on Raw, and it wasn't really. I mean, I watched it. It was actually pretty good, but he didn't actually say CM Punk, and I don't think he's allowed to. But it was in. See, the thing is it was in Chicago, and it had to be. They couldn't have ignored it. You know.
I don't know. I'm watching it right now. It's kind of ironic.
I mean, he came out with CM Punk's music. Everyone thought he was coming back, and Paul Heyman came out like a little troll. It was hilarious. I mean. Honestly, I am open for a CM Punk return. The guy's freaking awesome. I'm a huge fan, but I don't know.
He was supposed to actually return at WrestleMania with Shane McMahon.
With Shane McMahon, what?
Because Shane McMahon was supposed to interfere in the new, like the better match between Triple H and Daniel Bryan, and Shane McMahon was supposed to come in and screw over Triple H, but they changed it, and CM Punk was supposed to come out as being a heel and screw over Daniel Bryan and make one of the people from which is now Evolution, but it was Braylon and Batista.
Yeah, I wish. I think that Punk is a lot better as a heel, and I hope that he comes back as a heel when he does. But either way, I just want him to come back.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He's a badass heel, but when he was in Straight Society,
I liked that a lot. Because even though I'm straight edge, I thought it was pretty cool. I really liked it. The whole straight edge society angle was pretty cool. It was what he needed to become the most hated heel in the company, which it worked. So, at the beginning of the video, I said I was going to talk about the Ultimate Warrior and his passing. Um, I I mean, it really sucks. I mean, he was just on Raw, and he was just inducted to the Hall of Fame. You know, what do you think about all this?
I think it's pretty funny, actually. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I mean, I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm big into conspiracies, and it's probably not one, but it might be, because if you actually listen to what Ultimate Warrior said on his last ever thing on televised TV, it was on Monday Night Raw, and I mean I could pull it up right now, but he said something along the lines of don't forget about me. I'm the Ultimate Warrior. You're the Ultimate Warrior fans. The Ultimate Warrior, we live forever. And he keeps going on and on and on about stuff. And what he's actually saying is pretty ironic because he died that same exact night.
All right, actually, to all you viewers, I'm actually going to play his last, the last quote that he had. So everyone, listen.
No WWE talent becomes a legend on their own. Every man's heart one day beats its final beat. His lungs breathe their final breath. And if what that man did in his life makes the blood pulse through the body of others, it makes them bleed deeper in something than larger than life, then his essence, his spirit, will be immortalized by the storytellers, by the loyalty, by the memory of those who honor him and make the running the man did live forever. You are the legend makers of Ultimate Warrior. In the back, I see many potential legends, some of them with warrior spirits, and you will do the same for them. You will decide if they lived with a passion and intensity, so much so that you will tell your stories and you will make them legends as well. I am Ultimate Warrior. You are the Ultimate Warrior fans. And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
All right, guys. Now that was the whole speech that he gave, and remember, this is a night before he passed away, so
The day of.
it wasn't the day of, because he passed away on Tuesday, and this was on Monday, dude.
No, he was passed away Tuesday at 12:51 a.m.
Okay, so wait a minute. Then that means he passed away.
Listen. He had a heart attack when he was leaving from the place where he was staying with his daughters. He was walking with his daughters, leaving there to go into a thing to get his flight back to his house to go home, and he fell over face first on the ground, not breathing, unconscious, and they rushed him to the thing or to the hospital, and he had no pulse, and they did the thing where you get the things on you and you.
Yeah, the shocks.
Yeah, and he was dead.
Yeah, I mean, I think then in that case it was only 2 hours after this.
5 or 156, some of that.
In that case, it was only 2 hours after this
Yeah.
televised. By the way, to everyone, if you really want to watch this whole video, which I recommend you do, all you gotta do is type in Ultimate Warrior on YouTube, and I'm sure you'll be able to find the full thing. Or if you have Raw recorded and you missed it, and then in that case, you'll be able to watch it. But yeah, I mean, I just find this find it crazy how fast it was after he got inducted.
Brandon, to add more to what we were talking about, so I typed in Ultimate Warrior's death, and I typed in conspiracy, and I also typed in Vince McMahon. Bill Goldberg himself, in this video, said that he's the most dirtiest, nastiest, ruthless person he's ever met in his life. Can we play for you?
No, but how is it? Like, how is he the
It's
most?
so ironic because he was talking about on how in the WWF when he was saying that he's God, when it was part of the Mystery of Darkness with Viscera, Undertaker,
Yeah.
and Christian, Gangrel. When he was actually under the thing as the leader of the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
being devil.
The Ultimate Warrior was in that?
No, Bill Goldberg was talking about it, that he thinks it's ironic that, no, it's a 4-minute video. I mean, I would look it up for you. And it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean... Well, wait, what does that have to do with the Warrior?
That because the Warrior died that day, and McMahon knew about it, or it was because of McMahon is in his thing that all this stuff happened. I mean, even Bill. I mean, sorry, but even Bill Goldberg just said that he does not like him. He's a terrible man.
The what, that Vince is?
He's talking about Vince.
Oh. Well, then again, I also think Goldberg is kind of an idiot because, I mean, just look at it this way. Goldberg was out half of his career because of an ankle injury. Like, I don't think I mean, I liked him as a wrestler. I liked his character and all that. But, I mean, I don't think he had the passion for the business that you need. You know what I'm saying?
It may be right, but maybe wrong. But
Well, look at it this way. If he was passionate about it, and if he really loved it so much, I think he'd still be here. Am I
he
right?
loves it so much, but he can't.
What?
Back.
He had a neck injury?
If you guys say that about Goldberg, I mean, then you guys say it about Edge.
I don't know. I think... Well, I know Stone Cold and Edge had that injury, but I didn't know Goldberg did. I mean, I'm going to have to look into that. I don't know.
I mean, not to make a WWE and TNA reference, but Kurt Angle did it with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, but Kurt Angle...
I think it was 18. It was Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar messed up his shooting star press, and he did it off the left top turnbuckle, closest to the entrance, and it's called botch when your moves don't go right for all your viewers, and
Sin Cara.
yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, but he botched his move, didn't land it, and he landed on his neck.
Brock broke his neck, or Kurt Angle did?
Oh, he landed. Brock Lesnar landed on his neck.
I don't think he broke it, though, because if he did, he would have stopped the match.
I didn't say broke it. I said landed on his neck.
Oh. Well, that night, everyone learned that Brock Lesnar cannot do the shooting star press. And,
Well, you're correct. On that night, he couldn't. Like, that was his signature move, though. Then he had 5.
yeah, I mean, it was, that move was just for a cruiserweight, so, I mean, for people who think that bigger guys never really do anything.
Matt Morgan, Kenny King, who else?
When people say big guys don't do big moves like that, that's one reason why.
Some Ring of Honor guys, Kevin Steen, Goldust. I mean, he's old. That guy's still kicking.
Yep.
I mean,
Chris Jericho.
I'm talking big, like heavyweight guys. Like he's smaller.
Oh.
But yeah.
Well, Chris Jericho's also kind of my idol, so I gotta mention him in this podcast either way. So, you know. So, you mentioned Kane, and what would you want to talk about him?
The fact that what do you think is going to be happening with the whole new Kane attire? Like, do you think he's going to go back to shaving his head off to looking like the old Kane? What do you guys think? I mean, leave a comment down in Brandon's Twitter page and on Facebook. I mean,
Or you can even comment on the YouTube video.
yeah, and we'll talk about it on the next podcast probably, or possibly. But what do you think about it?
Yeah, well, I mean, what I think about it is that I think it's, personally, what I think about it and what I want to happen are probably going to be completely different. Because what I want to happen is him actually to shave his head and have that old attire that he had, like the '03 through '08 attire. Because that's when I think he was the most evil and the most unstoppable.
What will happen is he's going to use that stupid-looking, old, terrible attire he debuted the last time he had a mask on, and it was terrible attire. It was terrible stitching. It looked ugly as hell. His mask was terrible.
Which one are you talking about? What year?
2012 through 13.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that one was the best. But even
It was ugly. That one really made me lose respect for him. I mean, I watched him live twice. It was terrible.
even though it like, even if it looked bad, even though it looked bad, I mean the gimmick wasn't even that good either. He wasn't the monster that he used to be.
I mean, yeah, but
I mean, I don't know. I can care less about the attire. It's that he wasn't the monster that he used to be. It wasn't. I mean, Team Hell No was pretty cool. They brought something new to the table, but I'm glad it's done. Daniel Bryan is obviously better as a singles competitor. Kane,
hey, what do you think about Alexander Rusev?
Alexander Rusev.
I've
Well,
seen that guy.
hold on. I'm still on the Kane thing real quick. Then we'll talk about Rusev. This I have a lot of respect for Kane because he's been in the business for so long and he's been But I mean, I really like Kane. I think he's like, I don't really like the whole gimmick thing, like what's been going on. Corporate Kane is pretty cool, but like I said, I got a lot of respect for him because he's been there for so long and he puts his body on the line every night. And I have respect for any professional wrestler for that reason. No matter if they're a jobber, the only ones I really don't have respect for is Great Khali and Eva Marie, but then again, they're also terrible wrestlers. So there you have it. So yeah, what I think about Alexander Rusev, you asked? Well, I think that he's definitely going to be a threat. You know, I think that he's a powerhouse.
I live because it was on a 1/26, which was January 26th, 2014 of this year, was Royal Rumble. The 27th was Raw. Tuesday was SmackDown in Ohio. That's where I went.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen that guy. That was his second debut ever in a WWE ring. Not NXT, but WWE. And he faced Tyson Kidd. And that was really impressed, actually.
Was it a squash match?
Yeah, in a dark match.
Oh, well, I mean,
In a rubber match.
I hope they don't do what they did with Ryback because Ryback came out and he started destroying these jobbers and all that. But then now look at Ryback, look where he's at.
He's a jobber himself.
But then again, Ryback started out as a face, and now he's a heel. And Ryback's heel turn completely screwed him up. Alexander Rusev is a heel already. I think that it might be different. I'll tell you what though, Lana, she's pretty hot. But that just that noise, that thing that she says when she comes out, that pneumonia or whatever, that is so freaking annoying. That makes me want to punch something. It's more annoying than Emma's dance. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what else do you think about Alexander Rusev? What do you think is in his future?
It might be good, it might be bad.
Hmm?
Can't tell.
What'd you say?
It might be good storyline. I don't know. Like, he's all over. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always open for new wrestlers to join. I I'm huge on developmental guys. They're awesome, and I actually will be one of them in a couple years. So I mean,
Fighting style is different. I can say that.
huh? Oh yeah, yeah. This it's pretty cool. Um, do you ever watch NXT?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of NXT. I watched this last episode, and oh, by the way, what do you think about Paige coming into the new roster and taking the title off of AJ?
Badass. 2 words for ya.
Yeah, dude, it was. A lot of people think it's dumb, but I think it was freaking. And I like AJ. I like AJ Lee. She's, well, first of all, she's gorgeous. Second of all, she's a great wrestler and amazing on the mic. But she's had the title forever, and nobody could stop her. And well, I guess someone can stop her because Paige, now she's got 2 titles. She got the NXT title and the Divas Championship, and Paige is just,
Yeah.
she's just, I don't know. I've got a huge crush on her. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't wait to see her into the.
Don't tell her to cover that, because, come on. He was like,
What? So have you guys checked out the game Diablo 3? Well, if you haven't, you should really check it out. I bought it not that long ago, and it is a very good game. If you like overhead games like StarCraft and Warcraft, if you're a computer guy, I'm not really necessarily, but I really like this Diablo game. If I were you, I would check it out. I mean, I've been playing it a lot. Well, not a lot, but I've been playing it once I get the chance, and I think it's a great game. You guys should really check it out. Diablo 3. Speaking of video games, you have a game you also wanted to talk about, and I talked about it on my first episode of the Shadow Buzz. What game might that be?
GTA 5.
Yep, Grand Theft Auto 5. And well, I've said everything I need to say about it. You were talking about heists. You just go on and talk about it, and I'll listen.
From the sources of when you put this on YouTube, actually they will actually give you a link to, like, give them props for this stuff, right? On a side note.
Mm-hmm.
Give these people props, because I watch all their videos every day, sometimes 2 times a day.
Can you tell me their username so I can kind of tell the viewers
I'm
to?
with you right now.
Okay.
Diamond's Live, iCrazyTeddy,
Diamond Live and iCrazyTeddy.
Dom's Live.
Okay.
It is DOMISLIVE. Dom's Live. Mr. Boss for the win. You got Jobless Gamers. You got YouTube Dude. Jehovah. And like all these GTA and gamer type people. That Saints fan. All these people always put on the same stuff. And they always go to one certain guy, because this dude takes files from the GTA files and opens them up and sees what's all actually going to be on here. And he's always been accurate, and he's found out the fact that we would have the Beach Drum pack from a long time ago when that was just already found. I think that was like patch 1 or 2. And he found what cars were going to be in that. The Biff for the other 2 cars. But he also lately found out, before Rockstar even said anything about this all this stuff about like heist and all this, not heist, like the Valentine's the Day DLC. He found out that we would already get that car a long time ago. And now he's already told us that before Xbox already even said that we would be getting anything. He's already found out all the cars from previous GTAs, from one vehicles from San Andreas and GTA 4. It was like a Land Rover slash like SUV. And we get two cars. One color looks like a Lamborghini, like a Murcielago, and the what car is that? Like a Cheetah mix.
Mm-hmm.
And then this dude is always right in the sites that I look at.
And what's his username again?
Huh?
What's his username again?
I can't give you the hacker username, but I can give you the people who would actually tell you the information, which is Dominus Live.
All right.
Dominus Live, Java Scammers.
So heists are supposed to be coming out pretty soon, right?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Heists are coming out the same exact day as Sleeping Dogs. Not same exact day, my bad. The same exact week of Sleeping Dogs, or the week before, or a couple days before Sleeping Dogs. Because Sleeping Dogs is like another version of a GTA, but bigger. So they're trying to compete against them, and there's all this hype about Heist. And the sad thing is, there might be a huge letdown for Heist. Because it's almost 8 months into the making already of GTA, and we were supposed to get Heist the first day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I do know that. Oh, one thing off this topic. Do you plan on getting a PS4 or an Xbox One?
PS4. Screw Xbox.
Well, yeah, I could tell you the same thing. But when do you think you're gonna get your PS4? It won't be a while for me yet.
Maybe like I don't know, month or two.
Yeah, I still need to save up for one. But by the way, guys, one last thing, guys. If you guys ever want to play WWE 2K14 with us, or even GTA with us.
WWE 2K15 is going to be the first actually real 2K WWE sports game ever. Because at the time when THQ went out of business, went bankrupt, blah, 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 they already had 2K14 made. And 2K didn't feel like spending $1.5 million. I mean, I don't blame them either. It's a lot of money. But to spend an extra half a year to get it out of their ass and make it. And so, I mean, this game is a piece of crap, but I mean, next year in 2K15, a lot better. We're going to have a lot more OMG moments. I mean, I've already seen certain things about it. I mean, it's fantastic. You get a lot more custom stuff. You can customize your own character more. I mean, it's fantastic.
If you guys want to play with us on WWE 2K14 and GTA, Preston, you alright if I give your username? Because I'm gonna give mine.
Mine's Preston84_.
Alright, so yeah, mine is Cliff_EM_all_976, and Preston's is just Preston84_.
Just like do submissions, actually like face me one-on-one, like do a legit match. Because I'm all about doing it professional, doing it legit.
Yeah, well, Preston, if you haven't noticed, I mean, you have had quite the bigger arguments in video games we play.
Because you spam me.
I don't spam you. I'm just better than you.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on this topic when you're not better than me. I'm not going to argue on your own podcast, so.
All right. Well, anyway, like I said, guys, if you want to play with us, those are the tags. I'll probably just make it easier. I'll put them in the video somehow in the description or on the actual video. Well, that's about all the time we've got. Anything else we haven't covered, Preston?
Come subscribe to my YouTube channel, Preston Spangler. We're going to be putting up another channel for some more GTA stuff. I'll be doing some games with my own subscribers.
All right, it was good to have you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Well, everybody, that was the episode. What did you guys think? I want to know what you guys think. And like I said, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Just let me know what's been going on. I want to know what you guys think. And this is the first live phone call episode.